Hello everybody, my name is Miguel. Welcome back to Lucid9. So where we last left off, we are here in this amusement park and we just got on a ride where they had individual seats and couple seats. And apparently all the single seats were taken, so I ended up having to take a couple seat with Akira, and she's been acting strangely and we don't know what's happening. So this is where we're at now. So you can see she's blushing right now. I don't know what she's thinking about. I honestly don't know. Gotta make sure my phone is actually recording, getting the time. Still nothing. What's going on? Hey, Akira? And they're off. What fine specimens of Draconus Rex gracing the ring. It's no secret that the crowd favorite is the famous Freddy, world champion for the past 120 seconds of the dragon races. Why, at this very moment we could see money exchanging hands, because in this fictional world, betting is totally not illegal. I have no clue where this is coming from, but somehow it's a relief. I'll take a weird Akira over a quiet Akira any day. Still, it doesn't take a genius to notice that she's completely ignoring me. She won't even glance in my direction. So, Akira. Come on, Freddy, I didn't raise you to be a loser. Win this race or I'm grounding you for a month.
No, I don't want to be grounded for a month, Akira. I'm sorry.
That was the dragon making that voice. She leans forward and slams a firm hand on the neck of her dragon, which startles me. Our steed flies higher, as if in response. That's more like it. Show me that's my life savings spent on JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrots will pay dividends. What? Aren't carrots for horses? Some dragons are vegetarian. Are you mocking their dietary sacrifices? I really didn't peg you as much as a dragonist person. What? You see, I am the esteemed Sir Angle, trainer of dragons worldwide, and you are just insignificant little Sir Caraway. Why those names? I'm Angle because I want to be an angel, but no matter how close I get, I can't. And you're Caraway because whenever you have a care, you throw it away. Oh, Caraway. How clever, Akira. At this, Akira seems to renew her determination to ignore me, because she turns forward again, renewing the scolding of her erstwhile dragon. Freddy, you must redeem yourself. There's rising newcomers on the scene, you know. Backwater talents like Rakaf, Liftable, and Hagen are taking their respective nations by storm. Don't tell me that your age is getting to you. I mean, he's been around for at least 120 years, apparently. That's pretty old by my standards. The end is in sight. Go for the finish, Freddy. But just as she stands up in her seat, only to be stopped by a belt and waves one arm dramatically forward, the ride begins to slowly lower, pulling back in speed. No! But yes, our time on the ride has come to an end, judging from the deceleration. This seems to push Akira into a frenzy. I should have known. If you are what you eat, then Freddy just became the JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot. And no race can be won by a JPDA certified grass-fed gluten-free organic carrot. She still doesn't look at me even as she unbuckles the seatbelt and jumps out of the vehicle. I barely catch her arm as she leaves. Hey Akira, what's the big deal? You let go of that arm, Cap. She suddenly sounds very, very serious. I let go of her arm. You're avoiding me, aren't you? What? Dots! Exclamation point. Avoiding your face is very different from avoiding you, Cap. What's that supposed to mean? It means that it's time to meet up with the others. She bounds away before I can stop her. Okay. Great. Guess I have to follow along. The rest of the group has reconvened by the map, some noticeably more thrilled than others. How was it, Rui, being in a pod by yourself? Oh, not you too, Miki. Akira, how was it for you? Me? Well, I had fun. I sat in a pod with this kid who I convinced to check out Govermecker. Yeah, I'm sure it was good and all, but why don't we do something more exciting? The clamor of the group is starting to get to me, so I focus on Masato's statement. What do you suggest we try? You pick something, man. Thanks. Delegation at its finest. Right. Guess it's time to take another look at this map. Alright, so there's the tech sandbox, which I don't know what that is, the bot fight arena, and the tech showcase. Bot fight arena seems pretty legit, so bot fight arena. A pop-up box in the upper corner of the map catches my attention. Live, Lemon Skate Bot Showcase, the future of gaming. Ooh, gaming. Intrigued, I note that the showcase is located just further down the path. Say, what do you guys think about this? I point at the announcement. Robots? Say, Cap, do you think they'll be fighting giant monsters? I can say with certainty that they won't. It sounds fun. I say we give it a shot. Okay. Any objections? Yes, your shoes, minion, need an upgrade. Why? You haven't bought a new pair since I first met you. Objections to the bot showcase. Let's go. Ooh, she seems to be smiling. Wait, smiling? Genuinely? For non-food related reasons? I don't think I've ever seen an Aries so excited. We can pop by. If it's not interesting, we'll go do something else. No one else says a word. I take this as confirmation and head down the path. Just behind a metal building, a modest portable stage is set up, flanked by screens projecting a live closer view. A row of assorted small mechas are lined up at the edge of the stage, in front of which stands a Lemon Skate representative. It's Govermaker, but in real life! We settle in front of the stage. There's not many viewers besides us. Looks like the staff is still setting up. I wonder if they'll let people actually try them. I hope so. What use is a showcase if the target audience can't even try it? I don't know. These kinds of things usually involve demonstration matches to make the technology look a lot better than it actually is. That does seem likely. They may just choose a victim to beat up. That ain't fair, man. Whoever they choose to represent Lemonscape will probably be as unstoppable as a final boss. It does not matter. It is a game, and games must be played by the rules. I'm about to ask Eri what exactly this cryptic piece of information means, but a blast from the speakers quickly ends our conversation.
Come on, see for yourself the top of the line fighting bots straight from Lemonscape's laboratories. Robotic fans, you might want to listen up.
A crowd begins to form behind us, attracted by the representative's announcement. I notice that the wide majority of people are young adults. Lemonscape definitely knows their target audience.
This is one of our star beta testers, Raiden Rumble Aishbana. He'll be showing you some of the awesome stuff that this new generation of bots can do.
The representative steps back from the stage, leaving room for a big man with short cropped hair to step to the front, holding up his robot of choice. It's medium-sized, around as big as my head, sleek in shape and boasting beautiful colors of deep cobalt and silver. The crowd oohs and ahs in appreciation. Oh mama, I've got to get me one of those. The beta tester Rumble steps back and gently lays the robot on the stage. Cameras zoom in for a better view, ready to capture the action. The crowd waits with bated breath as Rumble cracks his knuckles. He holds out his hands, in which the representative places a sleek controller. The Mayfly ascends, performs its duties required, and it is no more. And suddenly, the robot is alive in a whirl of silver and blue, leaping around stage like a dancing grasshopper. Rumble smiles confidently as his hands fly over the controller, stringing together flawless combos like the world's most skilled fighting gamer. Wow! Art in movement. Amazing. The crowd claps wildly. I already see several young men digging out their phones and punching rapidly at their screen. No doubt reworking their budget. I might not understand gaming, but I can definitely appreciate skill. Rumble brings the routine to a slow, letting the robot pirouette like a professional ballerina before sweeping into a curtsy. He's met with an even louder round of applause.
Thank you, Rumble. Wonderful work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to open up the floor. Would anyone like to face Rumble?
The representative grins with a slight touch of cockiness.
I'll make you guys a deal. If you manage to defeat Rumble in the best of 3, you could take one of these robots home with you.
And and with confidence I have never seen before, Aries' hand shoots into the air. As the rest of us balk openly at her, the representative's eyes sparkle, no doubt seeing a small girl as easy prey for Rumble.
Miss, come up to the stage.
Aerie gracefully, a little too gracefully, vaults onto the stage, ignoring the representative's extended hand.
What's your name, miss?
Aerie Hiraga.
I see that you're wearing an academy uniform. What year are you in?
Second.
And how are you finding it?
Fine. Great conversationalist, I see.
So, why do you want to try your hand against Rumble, if I might ask?
Aerie stares blankly at her hand for a long moment. Uh-oh, she might not know what try your hand actually means. I'm not trying.
Whoa! What bold words! Miss Hiraga claims that she doesn't even need to try against Rumble.
I'm pretty sure that's definitely definitely not what Aerie meant.
Rumble, what do you have to say to that?
The insect believes itself to be king over insignificance. And
Rumble's retort is just as strong. Well, folks, are you excited or what?
The crowd cheers, egged on by the representative's skill-hyped building. I find myself wishing for Aerie to crush Rumble to the ground. Aerie has a tough road ahead of her. That rip is just twisting her words, man. It builds hype. It's exciting in my opinion. Come on, guys, let's root for Aerie. Give me an A. A. Give me an I. I. Give me an... Shush, they're talking. The disorganized team cheer immediately dies down as the representative pulls the microphone to her. Oh, it's a girl? Ooh.
Let's see what bot our challenger will select for herself. Miss Hiraga, feel free to pick any of the bots from the row.
Aerie contemplatively paces down the row, stopping from time to time. It feels less like she's struck with indecision and more like she's examining the bots down to their basic molecules. Pick the coolest one! Pick the cutest one. Pick the most effective one. Pick the one you can beat them with. Pick the most innovative one. Pick a peck of pickled peppers. Wow, Akira. Aerie ignores the incoherent din from our group and eventually settles on a humble, boxy little bot at the end of the line. The crowd goes completely silent in shock at her decision. Tell me about this bot. Are you sure? Well, fuck it, I'm not gonna use that one. Are you sure about your choice? I need more information. Ah, right. This is a tricky little guy. Most of the testers weren't exactly sure what to do with him. He looks very unintimidating, but don't be mistaken. If you play your cards right, you can change his form by extending or contracting the panels on all of his sides. It's extremely flexible, hence why testers are still having a go to figure out the best way to use it. I see. He is challenging? The most, but not very beginner-friendly, Miss Hiraga. Then I select him. Why does it sound like she's looking more for a challenge than a victory? Very well. Our ambitious challenger is certainly looking for an upset. Let's get ready for round one. Round one, fight! Aerie sets her humble little bot at the edge of the ring, exactly opposite Rumble's bot. The representative hands her a controller. Aerie frowns when she sees it. Is this for the bot? Of course, it's certainly not for my television. The crowd's answering chuckle almost drowns out Aerie's response. It looks exactly like Ravred. The representative completely ignores her and instead lifts her hand into the air, ready to cue the match. Ravred? What the heck is that? Round one, Rumble versus Challenger. And fight! Ooh, the music. The crowd cheers as the representative chops her hand down. The stage erupts with lights, signifying the start of the round. For a moment, Rumble cherubically sits back, letting Aerie experiment her bot. From what I can tell, it's essentially a box on wheels. I watch it roll forward. I watch it roll backwards. I watch it roll from side to side. Then one of the side falls down. No, wait, the entire side is a matrix of smaller panels. Interesting. Seems like the entire box can be transformed. Give or take a few limitations. But instead of experimenting further, Aerie only retracts the panel and extends the opposing side. Seems like she doesn't know what to do. Oh, I don't see it that way. What do you mean? Should ask Yahiko. He plays quite a few games, you know. Since when has Masaki known Yahiko more than me? My curiosity overtakes me and I eek over Yahiko. Do you know what she's doing? She'll try a basic attack next. I watch the stage. Sure enough, one of the robot's side turns away and swivels on a tiny limb like a miniature sharp-edged knife shield. Now a 6A. 214B. A what? The bot repeats its shield cut attack and suddenly hoists the panel over and behind it. Yahiko seems extremely pleased. She might try something a little more complex next time, like a 6A 8-hit, C 6C 2D. The clumsy looking box suddenly moves in a whirl of rotating panels. I can't tell what's happening, but it seems to just make Yahiko even more excited. I knew it! It's just like Rav Red. What's Rav Red? But he doesn't answer me because Rumble has started to move. His bot elegantly skates around Ares, which is still rolling cheerily around and flipping its side. One quick sharp blow sends the poor boxy bot crashing straight into the edges of the ring. Oh, that's gotta sting! The box shakily rights itself and starts wheeling away from Rumble, tearing around the ring like a panicking civilian in the middle of a war zone. Even as it flees, I see Aerie experimenting with some structural changes, like extending, flipping, and morphing its panels to create different shapes. She doesn't even try to land an attack on Rumble's bot. Basically, she's trying to understand the bot's identity. She's going through its moves systematically. Do you think she has a chance? Only if she finds something really unique that beta testers would never expect. Excuse me. Unfortunately, it's at this moment when Rumble predicts Ares' walk path and flies at her bot, crushing it decisively into the ground. The representative whips down her hand even as the segments inside the bot piece it back together. The winner of this round is Rumble! The crowd politely claps. It's clear that to their eyes, Aerie doesn't have a fraction of a chance against an experienced beta tester. But I saw some promise in the way she was messing with the form of her bot. A bot with structural changes. As you can see, it only takes a few seconds for a bot to repair itself. No more long waiting between rounds. Players, are you ready? Aerie nods quietly, a faint smile flickering across her lips. Well, I see that smile. Rumble says nothing. Round 2 and fight! This time, Rumble immediately explodes into action. His bot leaps gracefully at Ares. Aerie barely manages to swerve it away from before the ground where it was standing is angrily dented. Rumble's assault is relentless. He never allows a single second for Aerie to recover, chasing doggedly after her bot without a break. Not once does his bot lose its footing or crash into the wall. Such is the extent of his control. And then right before his latest jump is about to crash into Aerie, Aerie flattens her bot into half of its original width with a swirling mass of panels, narrowly dodging Rumble's strike. She takes the split second required for Rumble's recovery to bounce back to original size, slamming panels straight into Rumble's back in an unhurried, smooth combo. Yahiko grins widely as Ares' bot pummels Rumble around in a terrifying wall spin. Dude, her combos are slick! I should fight her sometime. As he's finishing the sentence, Rumble's bot suddenly shimmers and gives off a short pulse of energy, sending Ares' bot flying back. Dude, I didn't know these bots had bursting. I have no clue what he's saying, but that doesn't stop me from enjoying the match. Aerie is clearly getting the hang of her bot. She changes into diagonals, L-shaped patterns, and even faux curves to dodge Rumble's attacks. Sometimes his bot lands a glancing blow, but it's never severe enough to catch her in a combo. Finally, she manages to curve around his bot and slam one final combo into its backside, sending it crashing into the ring. The crowd claps, but this time they seem much more impressed. Even the representative looks surprised. Solid display, challenger. This round goes to you. Rumble's face is completely motionless. He doesn't even look dismayed. Dude, this next round is going to be so intense. What do you mean? You'll see. Excuse me. Within seconds, Rumble's bot has reassembled itself and returned to its original position. Aerie is smiling in utter satisfaction, as if she's completely forgotten that the audience exists at all. Maybe she's just having fun playing with the bot. The final deciding round. Ladies and gentlemen, will Rumble be able to redeem himself, or will the challenger score an unprecedented underdog win? 3, 2, 1, fight! If I thought the last match was intense, this one is, if just a blur of color and motion. It's clear that Rumble is no longer holding anything back. His bot moves with crazy speed, but above all, total control and precision. Eri's movements are clearly rougher. Even though she's mastered the structural reorganization of her bot, it almost looks like she's not used to 3D space. Nuts. Come on, Eri, you can do it! The fate of the world rests on your shoulder, chosen one. Eri barely skates out of Rumble's favored landing combo, but she turns so sharply that her bot stumbles away. Rumble's lips twitch into a smirk. It was an honor, but your time draws to an end. May you make your peace. And he hits her solidly, sending her bot flying into the air. Yahiko winces. It's over. Her air combo into a ground pound. But as Rumble leaps after Eri, she flattens into a vertical plank that better cuts through the air resistance, falling before he can land a blow. Although surprised, Rumble reorients his bot to hold out its foot for a single devastating dive kick. I don't see how she can get out of this. Trying to change forms and move will take too long, but she can't move while she's still a plank. And if she does return to her usual form, the kick will put so much heavy damage on the bot that I don't see her recovering the match. This must be the end of the series. Dots. The music got much more intense. Then I see Eri's fingers flying over the controller and her boxy bot rapidly disassembling into a condensed brick. And then I understand. As Rumble's bot soars forward, foot extended, ready to strike the killing blow, Eri's bot melts into an indestructible brick settled on the ground, biding its time. And then, just at the right moment, Eri smashes her hand on the controller. The metal brick springs upward, slapping right into Rumble's bot, and spring! And as if in slow motion, Rumble's bot sails into the air, flipping into a perfect double axle, head over heel, right over the bounds of the fighting box, and plummets into the middle of the audience. Silence stretches on as the crowd tries to process what just happened. The mic drops from the representative's hand, barely and mercifully muted in time before it hits the stage. Rumble stares blankly at his controller as if he's trying to wake himself from a dream. Eri stares blankly at her controller as if she's suddenly and uncontrollably hungry. Fists of her cheering team are stopped mid-pump in the air, looking like we're in the middle of a half-hearted fistfight. And then, the winner of the round, and therefore the set, is Eri Hiraga, the new challenger. The representative numbly stammers these words, still in shock. Another moment of dead silence passes. Then the crowd erupts into cheers. She did it, dude. Look at the moves. Look at the plays. Eri, what was that? She won. She really won. That was incredibly impressive. Ha! The tiny one's got some surprises up her sleeve. And I scored a perfect shot of the winning moment. Eri stands to her feet with a broad smile, bowing politely at her opponent. Rumble doesn't seem the least bit irritated. Truly on this day, we have met well in wartime. Challenger Eri. He bows his head in respect, solemnly walks into the crowd to pick up his bot, and disappears behind the stage. Wow, how incredible. Despite all odds, it seems as if the challenger has come away victorious. Miss Hiraga, what are your thoughts on Miss Hiraga? But Eri has already walked to the edge of the stage, seemingly ignorant of the representative's queries. She quietly leaps down, only to get swarmed by her crew. Good job, Eri. That was amazing. You really showed them. How are you able to understand the system so quickly? The controller plays just like Rev Red. The fighting game, right? Yes, you play? But of course, you see, the Rev Red Mecha Warrior was actually the inspiration for the design of President Jay Graves' bot. Just like all roads lead to Rome, all of Yahiko's comments lead to Gophermaker. I see. Perhaps we should play sometime. She sounds hesitant at the idea, but I can't discern why. Maybe she doesn't want to play with Yahiko? But then she wouldn't make the offer in the first place. I'm down. They walk back down the road, chattering eagerly about video games. of all things, completely ignoring the hapless representative. Come to think of it, wasn't Aerie supposed to win one of the robots? Not that she seems to care. I wonder if we should accept Aerie's robot for her. It's not our choice, Mickey. I know. I lead the group back to the map, showing some mercy on the poor representative. After all, her higher-ups can't be too happy about bargaining a new prototype on a whim. It's probably best if we let this be, considering that the only person who deserves to care is Aerie. And Aerie, well, she seemed happier about playing with the bot than the actual victory itself. Aerie and Yahiko are already waiting for us by the campus map. Dude, you guys are so slow. Maybe you're just always in a rush to go places. Some people like leisurely walks. Leisurely walks? We don't have time for that. Look at all the stuff we gotta hit. Yama, my minion, lead us on. You have a good head for efficiency. Do we really have that much stuff to explore? I take a look at the map to verify what we have left. Okay. We are going to continue this. Next video, I'll make my choice. Well, I can't say it right now, so I'm just gonna record right away and continue it on. So thank you very much for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. Oh, greatly appreciate it. Share this video. Share this video with friends. Until next time, see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone. Fine. I can always try again.
Viewers, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm fine. I have my face cam on, so I mean, there's no way that I can get mad because the fact that I worked hard to get 10th place and then I died by a son of a bitch named